following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Well, we're at the Cowboy Bar in case you want to swing by.
Okay.
Okay. Over and out. Well, she knows now.
I probably would have led with, could you just join us at the Cowboy Bar?
You seem busy.
When you're finished with your secret whatever. Dollars to donuts, they're just at the gun store.
Oh, probably.
Are we just going to leave it there, or should we try and talk to Mildred?
They're there because of me.
The what? Bonnie, why are you hiding in the corner?
They're there because of me.
What do you mean?
So you're the cause of Alex being missing?
You kidnapped him?
He offered to help me look into my family tree. One of the things he found is that we have a home in Massachusetts. This Anne Bradford is a relative. She's a...
Yeah, I mentioned the Jericho Bradford there, too.
That cultist guy that bitch was talking about.
And also, her brother was married to a relative. I don't... She wouldn't talk to me, that's why but they've gone there to look at the family estate, and because he needs to do a history.
So you think it's related to...
Okay, Bonnie, there's no need to panic. If I have learned anything about Hat Boy, it's that he seemed to get kidnapped by smugglers or something every other week.
Raid clowns.
So
Is it good or bad?
I mean,
I don't
think
know.
what Alvin's saying is he always seems to get out of it.
Yeah. I mean, if he was going to go down because he wound up in one incredibly odds, he'd already... Mom. I mean, that said, Jen's probably going to want to help, but Massachusetts is a long way away.
I mean, we have crossed state borders for missions before.
That is
Well,
huge.
we don't even know that this is related to anything mutant related. Although that said, was that
How the
that
hell
mission
How the hell did he get to another state?
They
Howdy. Hi. We're just here to need to wear a hat in here. Oh, I don't have a hat. Okay, what about my boyfriend? And why is this your fault?
I had nothing to do with this.
Actually, apparently it's Bonbon's fault. But
Could have eased her into the whole situation first, you know. You didn't have to throw her under the bus like
Girlfriend.
that. Yeah, we should have redacted that.
Look, it's the paper, and they're trying to talk about something. They have like a 60% hit rate on being right. So that's probably the thing they were wrong about.
I don't even know if that last mission we were sent on was mutant related, and yet we were sent on it anyway.
I mean,
Because we're expendable, probably.
well, yeah.
Confront it to Mildred like it's a good opportunity to test us some more in a place that would be non-critical.
Whose radio's on?
all of us.
All of them.
Return to the bus now.
He knows.
Acknowledged.
Dodge.
Okay, everybody. We're going to the bus. Is everyone here now? Or are there still people who are out and about?
They'll be heading back.
Yes, everyone with the radio will be going back.
Yeah.
Nancy's just like, what's going on? Wait, all of a sudden?
Something must have
word to
come
go
up.
back.
We'll get you kitted out with one of those before we when we
Napkin,
can.
taco.
Okay, everybody. Drop what you're doing. Let's move, move,
Thanks.
move.
I love tacos.
Put back
Get
to
up.
the bin, sorry.
take the remaining peanuts with me. Return the hat.
You can't take the whole bowl.
Drop the hat.
It's like the world's
Must be
biggest
our shelled
buffet.
peanuts.
Why don't you just create an invisible bowl for your peanuts?
Too late.
He's like the world's biggest, buffest chipmunk.
Must be enjoying those nuts in his mouth.
Nah.
What?
Yeah, Derek loves peanuts.
Doing this Dean Ambrose impression.
Who?
Animated Disney squirrel wrestling chipmunk Dean Ambrose.
Right, let's roll. Hopefully it's related to that thing we were just talking about.
Lots of that. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Hopefully.
Hey, you're less sassy now. How fucking hard is it to just keep the ball in the park?
To the bus.
Yes.
The bus.
Board the
Where's
bus.
the bus? You will pour onto the bus, reckless abandon, and drive off.
Do
Well,
it.
the
Just
driver
gonna be.
drives off
Just
the
gonna be. I'm sure he's fine, Jen. You know him. He.
Without me around to rescue him.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky and this is what Mildred's going to be sending us to.
No, what are the odds of that?
There's another problem in another state. You need to go and escort some weird ass art.
No fucking time travel
Art?
this time.
What?
What you didn't read the newspaper about the ookie spooky art?
I am.
And
The
what-
only newspaper I've seen today is the incredibly racist one.
Racist one?
You know, the one that was just ranting about Mexicans crossing the border on little motorcycles bringing drugs. Oh, that's not racist. We do that. Well, not we, but you know. It's a thing. What else do you think we use the little bikes for?
I'm going to be honest. I think the little bike things are kind of cool anyway. Except when Derek does it.
The same
Hey.
ones that they
My
ride
bike's
in
not
that
little.
like cage. That
No, they're much smaller
circle
with the
cage.
tiny little wheels that you could wrap your fingers around.
Would be a small bike.
Back to base or wherever we're being taken. I guess.
Sorry, I'm being distracted by my extreme anger. And I need to find out who their fucking parents are so I can have a word, but they won't care. Because they're Southland parents, they're the worst.
I've seen
No
the-
offense.
No, they'll send their kids to the park so they can do drugs.
Any reasonable parent would just do drugs with the kids around.
Absolutely. How else do they learn how to do it right?
Yeah, responsible drug.
Right. You get back to base. It is evening by the time you return. And you get off feeling slightly gypped by not getting much time in town. Not really getting to do much, not getting to... The buses, you'll sort of pile down into the entryway to the base. These two will be most familiar with because they were the only ones who ever really got properly introduced to that little lobby room because it's where they saw their first induction video.
Oh no.
And there you were greeted by the dark and brooding shape of Professor Maldred, glaring disapprovingly at you all.
Sir?
Go to your rooms.
You heard the man. Everybody get to your room.
Alright then. Bonnie, you go back to your room.
Yep.
Close the door. What are you doing?
I'm poring over my information. I'll check the terminal, see if there's any more messages, check if there's any more mail in my room, possibly. Apart from that, fretting.
Derek, what are you doing?
I'll collect my secret passage from the nerds as we separate. And then
Here's
I'll...
your brown paper package.
Yeah.
I've changed it to something else.
I'll go back to my room as we've been instructed. Check the terminal, of course, and check the mail. And then, if there's nothing, I will start poring over that codex and coming up with a plan to destroy Wanda.
Okay, well, you're never doing that. Your character doesn't have a high enough game stat.
No, it doesn't.
Dex, what are you doing when you go back here? Well, I thought I might plug in the guitar. Didn't say we had to do nothing, and I might as well get some practice in while Roxanne's not breathing down my neck, making me do things I don't want to do. Okay, Dexy, I live next door to him, so I'll probably practice on my drums a bit, and maybe sneak out and get some food at some point, since I was cruelly denied food all day.
And Alvin smells like meat.
Well,
for some
tacos
reason.
right there.
Nancine, what will you be doing? The gentleman does not ask. Kichwa, how did you know I was here? Okay, so Roxanne, Alvin, you both head back to your rooms. You open your doors, you step through the door, you turn around, you close the doors, you turn back around into your dark void, and there's Professor Maldred's desk.
Place is a lot more spacious than I remember.
Do we see each other?
Yes.
Interesting.
And has more Roxanne in it than I'm used to.
He pokes your boot.
Hey, sir? What's this?
It's paper.
Bureau of Investigation, Arkham Office, Intelligence Information Cable, Sensitive Intelligence Sources, Top Secret, Message. Beneath the ruins of Arkham, Massachusetts, we found the remains of a student who had been killed. The evidence suggests that they were killed by an outboard motor. Given the savagery of the injury and presence of water in the body, we were unable to identify the body properly due to the damage to the face and bite marks, most likely done by animals eating the corpse. We have included the identity card found with the remains, identifying one Alexander Hamilton Purcell.
Well, guess I was completely and utterly wrong.
As he is one of the people on your interest list, we are notifying you of this, and will hold the body for a week to give you time to send word of what you wish to do. And then there's one of his cute little calling cards covered in blood.
Sir, in the interest of the world not being destroyed, can we, like, Dr. Abominus that kid back to life? Like, through the...
I recently received a letter from a long-time correspondent of mine called Edward. Do you make anything out of it, Mr. Clay?
Maldred? This is not the English. Shumar, Throd, Athradog, Ahor-ek, Mick, Afnathor, Nog. This is not English.
I'm
Is
aware of that.
Is this
Trying
like...
to cast a spell or something?
Even if I showed this in a mirror, it's not reversed or...
Very well. Miss
What?
Emery, do you make anything of it?
May I say that, Alvin?
Well, we do have the
Here,
new,
have a look at this if you want.
we do have the new girl who's like Egyptian. So if it's like a foreign,
It is not Egyptian.
I'm not recognize this language.
Very well. Perhaps I was mistaken.
Professor, I do believe I only know American.
do I know enough about Hat Boy to know that he like kept these in a manner that would they be consistent with blood splatter? Like if he kept them in his...
Yes.
But where was this found? Was this like on the ground or...
I don't know.
Hat Boy usually wore them in here, so it would have had to soak through his clothes. But with injuries this bad, might be consistent.
I mean, it might not.
It looks more like splatter, though. Like he had the
It might
card
not
out.
be his. It could be like he could have given them out to different people in the town, and that's what they're for, right? They're business cards.
Yes. Cards.
Okay, business papers, but that sounds weird. Look, he's a high school kid. He can't afford a mass-produced business
Yet
card.
he and his girlfriend were apparently exploring all around the
I
area.
don't know. His girlfriend's here. That's why.
Wait, has anyone tried calling his number to say so he'd say like, "I'm sorry, I can't take your case right now because
It
I'm
is
busy."
his parents' house.
I'll say that'd be his Nevada number of some kind, right?
No, I understand that Mr. Purcell was out of state at the behest of one of your fellow students.
Yeah, apparently Bonnie wanted them to look into something for him that led to Massachusetts.
I don't care.
Would you care if it related to Ookie Spooky Art and what was his name? Jericho.
Jericho.
Bradford.
Jericho Bradford.
That's the one.
My friend Edward tells me that the area has been plagued with some rather nasty earthquakes which have caused some shifting in previously blocked passages. Very interesting, I find. The area is not exactly an earthquake hotspot, which you would know if you paid attention in geography.
What kind of passages are we talking about? These like underground?
Mines.
Oh.
And it is always possible. Assemble a small team. Miss Bradford, of course. Take Mr. Strong. He at least has been studying Latin. If studying is a word that can be ascribed to Mr. Strong without heavy degrees of irony.
Jenna want to come.
I must speak with Professor Geller. I have decided, to send a small group to Massachusetts to follow up on the matter. There will be another group from Los Angeles heading there as well. You are in direct competition.
That's fine.
Is it?
Yeah. It's all good for the DMV in the end, right?
Ms. Emery. If this is to be a competition, I expect my students to win said competition.
Sir, it won't be a competition. It'll be a landslide victory for us.
Do not let self-confidence become blind arrogance.
I'm already
No, sir.
I'm already fired up. These guys are apparently like several months or years
They
ahead
have
of
not
us.
had the privilege of the facility such as this, and therefore have had to work much harder. This makes them, I believe the term is, thirstier.
You don't have to worry, sir. We'll overcome this. We'll win. We got a personal stake in this, too.
Do not let that blind you. I'll give you some time to prepare, and then your secret removal from this facility can begin.
You said small team. What's the maximum we got to work with here?
Very, very small.
So, the four of us...
Frankly, I would suggest a 2-man unit, but I know that's not going to be practical.
We're already taking Bon, Derek, you and I.
This discussion can be had outside of my presence. Return with your team.
Yes, sir. Leave.
Out of character wise, I'm just going to say that I'm actually very, very restrictive on whom you're going to be able to take.
Well, I was thinking Anne and Jen, and then he's probably not going to allow anybody beyond that.
You can only have one of those.
But they have to go
And
with...
it's not Anne.
But doesn't Anne have to go with Jen?
Yeah, well, there you go.
We just have to find Purcell in a good state.
Or all suddenly get very good at dancing.
Well, there's two of us, I don't know about the rest.
Oh, okay, who do you think we should bring? I said to Alvin as soon as we're out the door.
Geology and mines, basically your forte. Who knows? Okay, assuming there's the Bradfords, we need... If we're going there, we might be looking for Purcell, so we're going to need someone who's familiar with him. That's Jen.
Yeah.
So she's going to know inside about how he was doing thing, and any drops or anything he would have made, she'll know where to go.
Well, I figured you and I and Derek and Bonbon are given, and then Jen and, because I don't know this yet, Anne, because she has to go with Jen.
Does she? And I thought they'd lifted that restriction for Jen,
They have?
because she's been good for so long.
Well, I mean, okay, if we can just take Jen and then... I mean, who else could be handy? Dex could be handy.
Actually, right, their last incident happened about 60 years ago.
Yeah. Jen's last incident happened about 60 years ago.
Weeks.
I thought you said years.
Oh, you're thinking Dr. Rock could be
Well,
very
we-
handy. And I think in the same sort of vein, Anansi could also be, because she did a lot of stealing and
She would
exploring
do
of
that.
ancient things.
So the two of them would be actually...
Or in lieu of one of them, Wanda. Just because they're sitting there, they're going back in my head, it's just going like, bring the Adeptus Sororitas.
Or like Caesar could passively pacify
we
the
don't
whole
know
cult.
the Xenos scum.
Something ate Alex. Looked like he was hit with an
An
outboard
outboard
motor.
Yeah, Roxanne would probably suggest Dex and Anansi, but... and then
Yes,
See what
she,
go ahead.
if the art factors in, she would maybe be able to evaluate it and spot a fake.
also be good to actually do a mission with her.
Okay, so Eileen, Jen, and Nancy, and Anne, or Dex, if we're allowed them.
Okay. Let's at least go gather up the other two we know are wanted on this for sure. You want Derek or Bonbon?
I'll get Bonnie. She might need a more delicate touch telling her where we're going.
Okay, sure. I'm not as sassy anymore, so I'm just going to let that roll off my shoulder
Yeah, until you pee.
until I. And then
It
I'll
comes
go.
back tenfold.
Then I'll
Or
go
binfold.
find your room and rap on the door or press the button.
When you press the button, it's not locked, so it should just open.
No. Oh.
Derek's doing naked Tai Chi in front of the mirror.
No, Derek's very quickly hiding a book underneath his blanket.
Porn.
What was he reading, Roxanne?
Porn. Scandalous photographs of him and Anne.
Doesn't
Howdy.
really seem to notice, unfortunately.
Fair.
What are you-
Derek, we got ourselves a mission, and you have been requested by Maldred specifically to join us.
Interesting. All right. Well, I can't say no. I'm in.
Okay.
Any hints?
Well, you know how some of us were saying, man, I really hope that this mission is related to that whole Hat Boy Massachusetts thing.
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
But
So, potentially creepy cult,
there is
artwork.
a potential downside to this, nothing confirmed, but we're going to have to be careful about We want to take Jim with us.
Of
Alvin and
course.
I've already agreed. Bonnie's coming too because she's got a personal involvement with the whole
Makes sense.
thing. But it looks like, again, nothing proven yet, but Hat Boy might have been killed.
Shit, no. Can't be true.
Well, there's like a death certificate, and they found one of his little cute homemade business cards splattered in blood.
Fuck.
But they can't identify the body yet, so it might not be him, but...
Why have you told me this? Now I have to try and keep it secret from Jen. Damn it. Well, if we're going to be going out of state, I got something I need to take care of real quick.
Then you better take care of it quick, because we ain't hanging around long.
I'll do it now.
Go on then.
Derek runs off to find Doc A in the mid bay. Is he there?
Yes.
Hey, Doc.
Hello.
I may or may not be heading out of state for a little bit on a thing, so I was hoping to make a request before I go, because it could take a while. I'm not sure if you have been made aware about one of our previous missions, but I may or may not have had relations with someone, and then now I'm concerned that I actually know their last name. I was wondering if I could get a DNA test run.
Certainly.
It might be easier considering they're a government employee and all.
That shouldn't be too hard at all. Let me get the probe. I'll get up and cross over to a drawer.
He's already got blood. He's already got your blood. Tell it's like, all right.
I was thinking, surely they've already got all of
Pull
our...
out a small device, unscrewing it and revealing a cotton swab.
Now open your mouth.
Bend over.
Thanks. It's Officer Bazra Gukowski is the target of this test. Well, the other person involved.
Well then.
Oh, actually, I did want to bring up while you were away and we had that other doctor.
Dr. Reed.
Yeah, he injected something into my brain,
Yeah.
like a learning liquid or something he called it. So, in case you weren't aware, I thought I'd let you know.
It's all in your file.
Perfect. Right, I gotta go.
Good luck, Mr. Strong.
Thanks. What the fuck was that? It's like ever since I started listening to that goddamn radio, things are getting stranger and stranger.
Oh, you want radio?
No.
And the radio leans around the plug.
Don't worry, we can listen to it all the way on the drive to Massachusetts.
Yep. There it is.
And then I will be ready for assemblage.
Meanwhile, Alvin goes to Bunny's room. Bang, bong.
Come in.
I believe it goes bon bon.
Here's Bob on, yeah.
Hey, Bonnie, word to the wise. Could you police up all of that correspondence about your family and everything you've been getting from your investigator? Yeah. Yeah, and like travelize that, chuck it in a manila folder or whatever you want, because we's off to Massachusetts.
Are we going to identify the body? I'm thinking worst case, so...
Wow, okay, that got dark, and I assume you're prepared that, yes, that might be the case.
You need to read through this. I didn't ask him to do it.
Bonnie, okay, later on we may get you to give everybody a brief on it, just so that we know what we're dealing with, but we're going to have a long road trip. But yeah, just police your stuff up, get ready for a long trip, and yeah, things don't look good. we're trying to put together the whole team. We don't know if we've got everybody we selected yet, but Jen will be coming with us. So try to keep spirits up because she's on the team.
I'll try. Sorry. Okay.
While you're standing in the doorway talking to them, Tom walks past behind you.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, what's up?
No, they didn't tell us to stay in.
Huh? Oh no, I'm assembling my special, sexy, awesome team for an incredibly important mission.
Oh, damn, you too?
Yeah. I already picked Harmony, so you know.
Yeah,
That's
makes sense.
all sexy there, yes.
Well, what are you doing?
Kind of doing the same thing.
Well, who are you trying to get?
I was going to say he's going to take it literal and go, you can't choose Harmony.
Well,
I'm going to say it.
well, there was no overlap with your Harmony pick there, but if I tell you, maybe you'll be trying to, scoop them before I can get them.
Say Derek. Say Derek. Say Derek. Say Derek.